are now entering a world beyond our own dimension, where men are men. A world where men are the masters of their own destinies. A world where the laws of society no longer exist. This is the Society of Scoundrels.
Hey now.
What's up?
What's going on?
Happy Wednesday, fellas.
It comes out on Sunday.
Yeah.
But we're not live. People know we're not live.
No.
I mean, I guess that's
It is a
true.
Wednesday today. But happy Sunday morning, afternoon, evening, whenever the fuck you're listening to this.
Welcome everybody to the Society of Scoundrels. I'm Brian. I've got Steve and Josh with me.
What's up?
We got a lot of things to talk about today.
Lots of stuff.
Hopefully it'll be a good show.
It's never not a good show.
It's always a good show.
It's always a shit show.
And if you don't like it, don't listen.
Yeah, true.
That's what I got to say about that. If you got complaints, we're just not for you.
That's right.
Life's too short to listen to podcasts you don't like.
Yeah. And if we're not for you, then don't waste your life listening to us.
Quit downloading this.
Yeah. Fuck off.
Exactly. So we haven't done a show in a little while, so I'm sure a lot of stuff's happened between the last one and this one.
We've done a couple this month.
I'd like to bring up I had to get new tires on my truck.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
dude.
nice and expensive.
I had to take them home
Yeah,
from work.
$800 and
the other
something.
day. That's
Hell yeah.
nothing, dude.
I left jujitsu.
Just kidding.
I get in the truck. I go to Taco Bell on the way home. I get in the Taco Bell parking lot and I go through the drive-thru, and I'm sitting there, and I could just, you can tell something feels off.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I look down and my little tire light's on my truck, and I'm like, fuck. And so I just stick my head out the window and I look behind me, and sure enough, the driver's rear tire is flat as could be. It wasn't like it was low.
Right.
I was sitting on the rim, and I'm
Yeah.
in the drive-thru. I
Right.
can't go anywhere. I got to drive the rest of the way through the drive-thru.
Right.
So everybody's seeing it, and they're like pointing, "Hey, man, you got a flat tire." I'm like, "Yeah, I know."
Yeah,
It's
but I
flap,
really got to
flap,
get this
flap.
party pack of tacos, dude.
Yeah.
Aren't people so annoying when you're you're just kind of vulnerable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they just keep stating it. Like, yeah, I know, thanks.
So
but then
I,
at the same time, you like when you're the other person in passing, you're like, does that guy know he has a flat tire? Like, I don't know if anyone
I
else
don't.
told him yet.
I just keep on looking straight ahead, dude.
Just
Yeah.
minding my own fucking business.
Yeah,
So
I don't care.
I went the rest of the way through the drive-thru, and then had to drive right back around the front of Taco Bell and flap, 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 and I get over to the back parking lot area, and I just ate my tacos and changed my fucking tire.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
that's funny. Yeah, I got really bad luck with tires.
Yeah.
There was 2 months where my car was just like on the highway.
Oh, really?
And I was like, something's seriously wrong with my car. But no, there was just a massive nail in my tire, but it was
Right.
more towards the inner part of the tire. Where,
Right.
I can't see it. It's kind of in the wheel well.
Yeah.
And I'm always have some sort of low tire signal on my dashboard.
Uh-huh.
And I currently have one right now, and I'm just whatever.
Low
Like,
T?
Yeah.
You got low T, dude?
I got low T. And sure enough, it was just a massive nail in my tire for 2 months.
Yeah. Well, I've been riding on basically bare tires.
Yeah, your
for-
tires were really bad.
Yeah.
dude.
That also doesn't sound like you have the worst luck with tires. It just sounds like you just don't do shit when there's problems with your car.
I do have a lot of problems, bad luck with tires, but I'm just well, this is it, dude.
This is just my life,
I'm
dude.
just oh, well, this is fine.
Well, my wife's been telling me you need new tires. You need new
Yeah,
tires, and I
so
haven't done anything. And so when it went flat, I called her and I'm like, I don't want to lecture, but I'm gonna be late coming home because I've got to change my tire.
Yeah. Well,
She's okay.
I'm such a piece of shit to my car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've both been in my car and it's just trashed. But I drive everywhere and I go to work.
It's
and
not that
far.
bad, though.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's like it's not a shithole. I mean,
No, but like I treat it like it's a shithole.
yeah,
Like I could be way better towards my car.
yeah, you could.
I
but,
could too.
Well, couldn't we all? Like,
Yeah, but
I don't treat my truck as like. I mean, it's a pretty nice truck, and I don't
Yeah.
treat it like it should. Like,
I mean, it's not like you had like fucking 4-month-old gym socks in your car when I got in there. You're looking like you might had 4-month-old gym socks in the backseat of your car when I got in there.
probably in the trunk. Now, if you told me in the trunk, there's definitely some dirty underpants back there. I'm not gonna lie about that.
yeah,
Dude, I remember one time my dad went on a blind date with this chick, and
that's
he
never
came home after, and I was like, "So what's up? How was it?" And he was like, "Dude, dinner was awesome. We went outside, and, had some pretty good conversation. She opened her car door. Her car was fucking filthy, and the only thing I could think is, if that's what her car looks like, her pussy must be a wreck."
He's out.
So he
Gone.
came home, man.
I got this thing I gotta get to. Sorry.
I hope this is after your parents split up.
Yeah. This is way after the divorce.
I have a date tonight. So, what do we want to crack these beers open,
dude,
or
crack the beers.
all right? Oh, do you need a bottle opener?
Yeah.
I got one for you.
Oh, look at that. Fucking A.
That's awesome, dude.
How much was that? How many of these did you get?
3.
No shit.
dude. Nice, man.
These are awesome.
So we got some.
For those listening,
Yeah, since
Brian,
this is
official.
clearly not
Yeah,
a visual
right.
thing.
Brian got us bottle openers with our podcast logo on them.
Dude,
Those are really
totes
cool,
adorbs, bro.
dude.
Thank you so much. This is fucking dope.
Yeah, dude. I'm totally putting this on
It's
my
a test
car
run.
keys. Yeah.
I don't like the huge hole in the bottom, but I mean, it's hard to
but
find
dude,
customizable
that's awesome,
bottle
man.
openers. So,
I like it.
oh, and also, might want to use a coaster.
Finally got coasters for the shitty table.
He got like 40 of them.
Nice.
I did show him to Steve. He already saw him. I was like,
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just fucking you guys are all in on it and just wait to
well, they were sitting on the
Yeah,
porch.
dude.
He had to drop.
Yeah, I had to
when my
drop
tire
because
went
of his tires.
flat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they-
those of us listening, these are coasters also with our podcast logo on there.
Yeah, man.
So that's really cool, dude.
So what do we got?
All right. So today I got to double check like my fucking reading because I want to make sure I get all this right.
What is it?
True Colstish.
That was perfect timing, dude.
So yeah, this is from Blue Point Brewing Company in Long Island. This is called Hoptical Illusion. This is their East Coast IPA. Yeah, Patchogue, New York, and Merrimack, New Hampshire.
This is probably a really easy word that he mispronounced.
And he's the smartest of all three of us.
Dude, reading's hard. English is a very difficult language. But it's 7% alcohol by volume. And it's an IPA, so should have pretty healthy body to it.
I don't know how this is going to sit with me. I just got done drinking 1 quart of chocolate milk.
I love IPAs, so. And the bottle opener works really well.
Works perfect, dude. I
love
like
it.
the big hole in it, actually.
I kind of do too. I don't know what I need.
I just think it makes it big. It's a key change.
I think he's trying to cheers. There we go.
Cheers, boys.
Yep, that is an IPA.
All right. Yeah, it is.
It's an Indiana
all right.
Pale Ale if I've ever had one.
What's
All right.
what's your numbers real quick? We don't want to get on this too long.
Not Indiana, though. I thought that was funny. Not called an Indiana Pale Ale.
You want me to start?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Jesus, dude, you want to get right the fuck through this, huh? You are not
go
enjoying
ahead.
it.
No, I mean, yeah, it kind of sucks.
So
but
I'm gonna
all right.
give this for flavor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a. I'm gonna give it a 7.
Okay.
And then for yes, I would keep it in my fridge. I'm gonna give it a 2. And for drinkability, I'd probably give it a 5 because it is an IPA, so
Yeah.
they're a little harder to drink for some people.
Yeah.
So
It does
what did I
have
say?
some body.
7.25, and then I'm gonna give it an overall rating. We're gonna start the overall
Yeah.
rating, right? I'm gonna give it an overall of 7.
Nice. I give it I'm going 7 for flavor. Flavor's there. It's good taste, good body. 1. I wouldn't keep it in my house, but I'd definitely drink this if someone handed it to me. And yeah, I got to go like 4 on drinkability, just because it does have body. It's pretty thick, not thick, but like you can taste it. And then overall, I'm gonna go 7 as well.
I give it 6.14.
6, 1, and a 4.
Yep, 6.14.
What's your overall?
A 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want me to turn you up? Because you're like way up on the mic, so I didn't know if it was...
No, I don't know.
Am I okay?
Yeah, you seem like
Okay.
you're fine.
No, I think I can hear myself. I just think like by habit, like I want to be.
Yeah.
I want to be in it.
I want to get in you.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's deep throating
I
his
don't know.
mic right now.
Well, that's cool.
Maybe let's fucking.
It's a Blue Point Optical Illusion,
yes.
East Coast IPA.
Okay.
So
Cool,
I
dude.
guess we all kind of like it.
Yeah, it's
I like it a lot, but
Yeah, it's good.
cool.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe turn me up a little bit.
You want to turn
We'll see.
your headphones up?
Yeah, my headphones.
I'm serious. I can't hear out of this ear.
That sounds
Yo,
like
turn my headphones up.
that sounds a lot better. Where's my snare? I need some snare in my headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds a lot better. I feel like I can stand way further away from the mic now.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, that was definitely my problem.
Yeah.
I think we did this on another episode,
Yeah.
and I just wouldn't admit it.
Yeah.
Until
He's like, no, I just want to be right up on my mic.
So, news article I was going to bring up. The news.
Snazzy.
The article I wanted to bring up was did you see this guy was it the UK with like 38 bodies in the back of the tractor trailer?
Oh, yeah, dude. I did see that.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
It was pretty crazy. So it's 39 people that they found in a truck container in southeast England.
Hell yeah, dude. It's been a while since we had a serious serial killer.
And the guy was 25.
Yeah, dude. That's kind of like, what is it, an 80s?
He's a young guy.
70s, 80s thing
Yeah.
for serial killers. And we just got pussies. I just wanna
mass
kill.
shooters and
I only,
shit.
Yeah, mass shooters, or
Hit
I've
people
only
with
killed
trucks.
1-2 people.
Yeah,
Fuck that.
No
Go
one
nuts,
takes their
man.
time anymore. Be methodical about it.
Yeah, get crazy.
Well, they think it
Happy
came
Halloween,
from
everyone.
Bulgaria.
Okay.
Oh, was it like a trafficking situation?
Yeah. Now, there could have been updates.
That's a little less serial killery.
Well, I don't know if it was trafficking or not.
One dude has them. Did that guy kill all of them? Does it say?
They don't know for sure.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm getting at. Like maybe he left them out in the sun too long. They got too hot in the back of the semi-truck trailer.
Yeah.
You know,
But it doesn't say that he didn't not kill all of them.
right.
So
But
that's-
I was more thinking like he had this semi-truck
Yeah.
trailer on his property. He was
Yeah.
going out murdering people and then
bringing
throwing
them
them back in
back
the
yeah.
trailer.
And he's like, oh, my backyard smells like dead bodies. I got to get rid of this.
Yeah,
that's
it's insane.
That's what I was thinking was happening.
Chief Constable Pippa Mills said it a tragic discovery.
That's serial killer name
that's
right there, dude.
Yeah, but he's the cop.
Oh,
Pippa Mills is the
oh.
chief constable.
yeah.
Oh, I thought
Yeah,
that
he's
was
a
the guy.
cop.
Oh, I thought that was the dude.
You thought his name was Constable?
I was like, dude, nice name, man. Nice.
I was curious. I don't know.
I just heard about it. I didn't read anything on this article.
Is Pippa a man's name?
Peppa Pig, dude?
That's Peppa Pig.
Oh,
Pippa?
Pippa.
I was just wondering.
I-
Oh, it doesn't
dude, I
say.
don't know.
It just says the quote from the chief constable. I was wondering. I didn't know if that was a female or male.
I don't know.
Pippa.
It sounds like a male, but
Yeah, that's a crazy story though. Like 39 bodies in the back of a tractor trailer.
Yeah, that's nuts, dude.
Like you were committed.
Regardless, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a lot of bodies.
I thought that was pretty crazy.
Jesus.
I
Were
know-
they all different ages?
Nah,
like the
dude.
bodies or
Pippa Mills is a straight up hardy looking lady.
Okay. Wow.
okay. All right.
Jesus.
That's what I'm saying.
She will fuck you up. Dude.
Okay.
Ooh.
And you're sure that's a woman?
Let me see.
I
Let
am.
me see a little closer, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she's a
that's-
lady.
She
but
looks like
she's a hefty
Do you
lady.
remember the Matilda?
the principal, Miss
yeah,
Trunchbull.
Miss
That's
Trunchbull,
exactly
dude.
what I
It
was
looks like
thinking.
Miss
She looks like Miss
Trunchbull.
Trunchbull.
Miss Trunchbull.
I was thinking she
that's
looked kind of like
That's Trenchable.
Brienne from Game of Thrones.
No,
Except
100 Trenchable.
Trunchbull.
Trunchbull. I don't know. Whatever.
Trunchbull.
That's the principal from
Yeah.
Matilda right there.
She
Trunchbull.
tosses little girls by their pigtails.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was an interesting story. I thought it was pretty wild. Josh, what do you got?
Good Lord. She looks like a horse when she smiles. Look at that, dude. Just all teeth, bro.
Oh, that's her?
Yeah.
She looks way more like a woman
that's
there.
way better.
Well, yeah, because she's not in uniform with her shit up. But look at her teeth, dude.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, she's got a.
It's exactly like a horse.
I want to pet her on the nose and
feed her an
hand her
apple.
a carrot. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's some.
There you go, girl.
There's some ladies that look pretty fine in their uniforms, though.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But not her.
Not her.
Oh, there's a female cop here that's hot.
There's a few, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, there's several.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you got, Josh? You want to talk about something?
Yeah. So this past weekend, I was at a wedding in New York.
Oh, this is a good story.
And the wedding it didn't get like out of hand, but like I got out of hand. Like I got a little drunk, which is, on par. But so as much as that happened there or whatever, like we woke up the next morning, our alarm clock went off at 8 because we needed to leave by 8:30 for me to get to the airport with 1 hour to get onto the plane. So the route that took it, I went with 2 other people. We all rode up together, and then the 2 of them were going to drive home, and I was going to fly home because I had to be home Monday morning. Monday and Tuesday, I had something that I had to do, so I had to get home Sunday afternoon. So my flight was scheduled for 1:30. My 2 friends took me on a route that got me close to New York City so I could get an Uber and go to JFK. So they dropped me off. I met the Uber. First of all, like the Uber app I told the Uber to pick me up at one place, and then something happened and it reset. So like she didn't pick me up there. She tried to pick me up at the intersection of where my phone was when I actually scheduled the ride. So we had to loop back around on all these one-way streets, and we finally got back to the intersection. The lady was there. I jumped out of my buddy's car, hopped into her car like a maniac, and she was like, oh, hey. And I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't it was crazy. My phone reset or whatever. And she was like, no habla, no English. And I was like, what? So this lady didn't speak a lick of fucking English, right? Yeah. And I'm like, oh yeah, I got to get to the airport. We woke up an hour late, so like I got to be there now to get there on time, right? And like I'm in the I'm like 50 minutes away, and like my plane leaves in like 70 minutes.
Oh my
like
God.
It was such a tight window. So I was like, oh fuck, okay, this is fine. But so I scheduled my Uber to go to JFK, Terminal 2 specifically. And I think from where it was going to Terminal 2, like Waze didn't understand that we were trying
English?
Yeah, it didn't understand that we were trying to get just to JFK. It was like trying to find exactly Terminal 2.
Right.
So it wasn't like routing the directions correctly on her phone. So like she was freaking out or whatever. And I was like, dude, it's fucking, are you from here? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, then how do you, the airport? And she's like, yes, first customer. And I was like, oh my God.
you were the first customer?
Yeah, I was her first customer
Like she
ever.
just started Uber yesterday.
Jeez.
It was the worst. And I was like, oh God, okay, fucking whatever, dude. Whatever. I'll get there. It'll work out. Everything will be fine. So like we kind of make it out of fucking Jersey or wherever we were at the time to like switch cars. We get on the interstate and I'm like, all right, cool. Everything's going to be fine now. And then she gets off the interstate. I'm like, what the fuck? And then she gets back on the interstate. And I'm like, where are we? And she gets off the interstate. And then we get back on the interstate. And I'm like, are we going to do this at every fucking exit, lady? What is going on? And it's just her phone kept rerouting her because it didn't know where Terminal 2 was. And so like I pulled it up on my phone. And I was like, no, we're going to the airport. And she's like, yes, first customer. And I was like, no, I'm fucking the airport. Like quit getting off the road. So like she finally gets it, and we start getting to that part of New York where it's bridge after bridge. So like we can't get off anymore.
Right.
And at this time, I gotta piss, dude. Like I gotta pee so bad. Like, oh, it's raining. There's all this like other anxiety. I didn't realize it that I had to go until I was sitting there with someone who didn't speak English. Like I couldn't give her any better directions because she didn't understand what I was saying. So it's like, fuck. And so I had to pee. So I was like, all right, now I need you to get off and exit. Like I need you to pull over. Like I gotta go to the bathroom.
Baño.
Yeah, I was like, yo necesito el baño. Ahora. Ahora el baño, por favor. And,
Ayúdame.
so she's like, oh, okay. So she like kind of pulls off, and then like I guess she just picked the worst exit in town, because then we sat at this fucking exit like in this one lane for it had to be like 8 to 10 minutes. And I was like, that's it. I was like, no, just pull over more. Just pull over more. So we're on this bridge, and I ever pull over to the side of the road on the bridge. I open both doors, and I just piss right there outside of the Uber. And I'm fucking, oh God, I'm like embarrassed, but like I'm so relieved. Like the people behind me are like fucking, yeah, dude, we get it.
This is New York.
And, yeah, they didn't
Welcome
give a
to New
shit.
York.
And so I got done with that. Hopped back in the Uber. I was calm at that point. I was like, all right, dude, let's do it. So my plane leaves at 1:45. The gate closes at 1:30. I pull up to the airport at 1:30.
Oh, Jesus.
So I walked in and I was like, look, lady, I'm pretty sure I missed my plane. And she's like, yeah, go talk to this lady. So I talked to that lady. She gives me a phone number. I call someone else. I talk to this guy, and I tell him about this Uber trip. And he's like, dude, that sounds awful. We're going to reschedule you like for another flight, and like I won't charge you because it sounds like you're having a pretty shitty day. And I was like, dude, that's awesome. I really appreciate that. And he's like, but the catch is no more planes leave out of JFK, so you're gonna have to get an Uber to LaGuardia Airport.
Oh, Jesus.
You know, somewhere out there, that lady is telling the same story in Spanish about her first Uber ride and the guy pissing out of her fucking door.
Absolutely. Just yelling at her in English, showing her his phone. She's like, oh my God, I don't know.
Yeah. It's stupido.
It's stupid.
That's a funny story, though.
Yeah, it was wild.
And I know you had something you want to talk about there, Steve.
Yeah, dude, the dog that took out the ISIS leader.
Yeah?
Yeah, dude.
Like killed him?
Yeah. The
A dog did. One dog. American?
Yeah,
Was
so-
it a German Shepherd?
Of course it was.
So he was sort of American.
Yeah.
But
Speaking of taking
dog
out
was-
leaders, I'm looking at Josh's shirt.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
He has a
Kim
shirt
Soo-won, dude.
with Kim Jong-un on it.
Well, it's Kim Soo-won.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we all look the same. I get it. But yeah, it's Kim Soo-won.
What?
It's Kim Soo-won. So like Kim Jong-il, Kim Jong-un, those are two different people.
Yeah.
This is Kim Soo-won.
Who's
What?
that?
He's another, it's part of the Kim family. It's another,
Okay.
it's another
He looks
guy.
just like Kim Jong-un.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's throwing
They
up.
all look the same.
He's throwing up gang signs.
Yeah, he's throwing up blood, dude. He's got blood
Oh,
with his
shit.
hands.
I thought that was Kim Jong-un.
I did too, dude.
Yeah.
It looks exactly like him.
Yeah, I mean, they all look the same.
So
but-
they just all wear the same little, like,
yeah,
weird coat.
their dictator outfit. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's weird.
it's their uniform. It's part of their military.
Wow. He looks exactly like him. Is he a brother?
I think he's a son or a nephew. Son
Okay.
or a nephew.
How
All right.
old is Kim Jong-un?
I don't know, like 32 or something.
Yeah,
I think.
Kim Jong-un.
He's pretty young.
Little older than us. Younger than Brian.
Yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
And this guy's like
And he's
24,
like,
26. Oh, that's cool.
The supreme leader, dude.
Could you imagine being that young and like, oh, I'm in charge of this?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can like do and say whatever you want, though.
And you're best
I
friends
guess,
with Dennis
yeah.
Rodman.
Yeah. What's up with that, dude?
Yeah. That Vice documentary. Did you
Yeah.
see that when they went to North Korea?
Yeah, I actually did.
Dude, that was wild. And he's got like they go into the store and they're like they can look around but they can't buy anything. And you're like,
Yeah.
what the hell? Like it's
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
'cause
Truman
it's a
Show,
store
dude.
front.
Yeah, it's so weird. They like everything they did was like specifically set up for them. They went in like an internet cafe.
Yeah, like they had to go on a very specific route.
Yeah, and a guy was on a computer, and they've always like believed that nobody in North Korea actually has the internet, except
Yeah.
maybe like, top levels of government over there. But they're in this internet cafe, and they like pick out one guy, and they're talking to him, and he's just basically going back and forth between two pages that
Yeah.
look like web pages, but that's all he's doing. And he says he's like working on like a paper or something.
Yeah.
So like they suspect that like it was just set up and it
Yeah.
made it look like they were like really progressive and everything, but really they have no They don't have internet. They don't have they don't have anything that like we have here.
Yeah.
Which is why they like they live in this sheltered kingdom where they think that he's just like basically
Awesome.
God.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome in their eyes.
It's such a weird, like the whole thing is so weird. Like they
It's very
worship
weird.
the leader,
Yeah.
and the leader worships the Chicago Bulls from like 1995 or whatever.
Oh, okay. This
Yeah.
is a weird little circle we got going
Very
on here.
strange.
But yeah, no, like this. So the leader's name was Al Baghdadi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, and the dog like chased him down like a tunnel, and he was wearing like a suicide vest or whatever. And I guess he had like 2 or 3 children with him.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't have like killed himself if it weren't for like the dog and like our
Yeah.
little raid or
the
whatever.
hero dog.
The hero dog, and the dog chased him down the tunnel. He's like, "Oh fuck this!"
Jesus.
Yeah, but it's just like a really kind of feel good story because the dog lived.
And he died.
Yeah, and he died. I mean, he took 3 children with him, which kind of sucks. But
Yeah, but let's be honest. Do you think they were going to grow up and not be terrorists?
right, yeah. I mean, they were just part of
They're in ISIS,
right.
you know?
But
Yeah.
you know, they're still kids.
I mean, I get it. I don't want kids to
But,
die, but
I
I'm
mean-
just saying.
Those kids want to chop your head off, though.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the dogs did sustain like a few injuries, but he's back on duty.
Yeah.
So that's a really feel good story
That's cool.
to me. Like I woke up with that news, like, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Taking my morning poo.
Thank God
You know,
the dog's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
So-
a pretty badass mission.
yeah.
I heard
So-
he died crying like a bitch. I don't know if that's even actually true, but I think it's funny.
It is funny.
He cried
He's a
and he peed
coward.
himself a little and then he blew himself up.
Fucking coward.
All right. So
Yeah.
I did look it up. This is Kim Jong-un from when he was younger is what it is.
Okay.
And I think it was marketed as Kim Soo-wong because they can't
They
sell
can't
merchandise
sell that it's Kim Jong-un.
with Kim Jong-un on it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely. I was like, that's got to be him. It looks exactly like him.
Dude.
Well, that's why I thought it was like a younger kid.
But
or
then I looked
something.
up and I'm like, well, it kind of looks like Josh too. So.
Yeah. Dude, I'm surprised more people haven't said like, "Yo, are you on your sweater?"
All this
He's
time
way
I thought
fatter
you were
than you,
South
dude.
Korean, but I guess not.
He's way fatter than
How'd you get out, dude?
Dude, it was quite a trip. I had a sister when we started, so
We had to go way up through
Yeah.
Laos and
it's a tale of strife and sacrifice. I tell you what.
yeah, well,
I ate her.
Yeah, do it. Survival of the fittest,
Yeah,
right,
dude.
dude?
We were starving. It was
Yeah,
cold up
man.
in them mountains.
yeah.
Totally.
So I want to bring up what I like to call the man of the week.
You got one.
This is a new,
Yeah.
maybe a new segment we can throw in,
Yeah.
but it's a bi-weekly podcast, so maybe man of the 2 weeks.
Whatever.
Um,
Just
This guy's my new
Man
hero.
of the hour.
Yeah, my new hero is this guy
man of the show.
that
Mayonnaise.
when these fucking climate protesters are standing in the street with this big ass banner holding up everybody
Oh,
in
yeah,
their
yeah,
cars.
yeah,
And this guy comes from behind, from out of nowhere, and just rips this sign out of their hand, walks over, chucks it over a fence, and he's like, "Get the fuck out of the road."
He
These
starts.
people got to get to work.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
like, "Get a fucking job." I was
I
like,
thought
"That's
it was
awesome."
the greatest video
Yeah,
I've
that
seen
was
in a
that
long
was a good
time.
video.
And I'm like, these people, do they realize they're like protesting all the, they're like climate change activists. They're
Well,
so concerned
have
about
you-
the climate, but yet they're having cars just sitting here running,
And idle.
idling, polluting the shit out of the
Well,
atmosphere.
you know what's funny is like you get all these climate change people,
Yeah.
and I don't know if you saw the meme, but it's like the like a farm and stuff, like someone just living
Yeah.
out in the. It's like I get told like that I need to take better care of the environment when I live in a place like this by people who live in a place like this, and the bottom is like Chicago, New
Yeah.
York, LA. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's pretty accurate.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I think like George Carlin said it best when he talked about climate change and global warming and all that. Do you guys remember that segment?
No.
Vaguely.
He was like, he just talks about like how the Earth itself has been through so much and so much detrimental shit. Whereas like it's been hit by asteroids, it's had ice ages, complete freeze, like a complete freezing of the world over. It's been erupted by volcanoes, lava everywhere, hit by giant parts of space. Essentially, like by theory, it got hit by a huge fucking asteroid. Part of Earth came off, and that's what spun off and became the moon. And we think we're the issue.
Yeah.
Like there's no way
No,
that we're causing
dude,
like
we think cow farts.
right.
There's people that think cow farts are an issue.
And it's like,
Oh, yeah.
it's not that it's not happening. Like we can look in our lifetime, summers are warmer, they do last longer, the polar ice caps are melting, whatever. But we can't say that's a direct cause and effect because I drive a 1978 Dodge Charger that runs on regular fuel.
Well, yeah. And the other thing is like they worry so much about all this stuff. And I remember when I was a kid and they used to mention the hole in the ozone layer
Right.
and how it was over Antarctica and it was growing and getting so much bigger. And I'm like, I haven't heard a shit about the hole in the ozone layer in like 20 years.
Right. Well,
What
and then
happened?
That's another thing. Like a guy that I knew, a much smarter gentleman than I can't remember, but I think his like USMC number was like 98.
oh shit.
It's like this guy was like one of the first 100 Marines. This
Jesus.
guy. And he was talking about like how it's bullshit. Like whatever. Again, it's happening. It's science. You can prove that there is a hole in the ozone layer. But he looked. I can't remember. He gave me this example with like this beer bottle, and it was like if you had a sphere that because of whatever reason, whatever perpetuating energy inside of it or whatever was creating additional heat and it was trapped inside this other sphere, how would you let that heat out without letting all the heat out? Right? You would put a hole over fucking Australia in the bottom corner where like you can let some of that heat out, but not all the heat would go away. Because if it was from our like CFCs or whatever that we're dumping into the atmosphere,
Right.
it would float and it would be closer to the North Pole and then it would let all the heat out. So that's just Mother Earth protecting herself.
Right.
Like that's all it is. It's like the fact that we think that we have enough effect on the planet fucking Earth that has been here for thousands of years is just
Millions.
asinine.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's just like my little fucking soapbox about.
Yeah, I get you, man. It's good stuff.
Like we're not.
Yeah.
We're the best at pollution, as in like we don't. Dude, there were times when I've been in other countries walking down the street and 20 minutes later, I'm like, dude, I got to go inside. I got to sit down. I can't fucking breathe. I'm dizzy. I got fucking carbon monoxide poisoning from walking on the street.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's they take everything a little too far with it. Like I'm all for like recycling and everything, but even with that, I think some of it's bullshit.
yeah.
Like
Even most of your recycling, dude, if your recycling is picked up by a large waste management facility, such as Waste Management, it gets thrown right in with the trash.
Yeah.
It's a fucking illusion. They
Yeah.
just charge you more money for the extra bin,
Yeah.
and then the same truck, like, they go around, they pick up the trash, and then that same truck goes around and picks up the recycling, and they all dump it at the same fucking place.
I was telling him
Right.
that I witnessed like our garbage guys take my recycling bin and my trash bin and dump it in the same truck at like the same time.
Yep.
And so I like was like, dude, what's the point?
yeah, my wife she bought those recycling bags. You seen those?
I mean, I've heard of yours, but like,
Yeah.
it's silly to me
I gotta go
because it
pee.
literally
It's silly
says,
to
do
me
not
too.
recycle in bags.
Yeah, it's silly to me too. And I told her, I was like, I find this comical because I don't believe that this is going down the facility and they're popping all the bags open,
Right,
and taking everything out and sorting it. Like I
Right.
just don't believe that.
right.
She's like, well, what do you think they do? I go, I think they throw it with the trash into the landfill, and I think we just pay extra taxes for recycling and for trash.
Yep, that's exactly
I think
what it
that's
is.
exactly what they do. I was going to say something else about recycling, but I think like you can go back into any like extended period of time regardless of whether man had an effect on it or not, even before that. And the planet goes through temperature changes. I mean, there was an ice age.
Right. Yeah. No,
And then-
and I agree. And since we've had recorded history,
Right.
we have never lived long enough to experience something like that. So we have no frame of reference. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like we can, you can go back and you can carbon date that there was an ice age or there was X amount of this rock and X amount of this sediment. And at one point, the whole earth was covered in this fucking material. Like you can go back and look at all of that. But like at no time can we go back and literally look at the temperature.
Right.
You know what I mean? It could have been like 1,000 degrees the day before the ice age.
Right.
And we would never fucking know that. There's no way to measure that.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't always buy all the scientific bullshit either. I'm like, there's some things where I'm just like, how do you know that?
Right.
How could you possibly know that?
Which is, and again, like I said, like we can look at that it has been getting hotter, but you can't tell me it's not a part of some other grand design by the planet Earth.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like this is probably something it just fucking regularly does.
Right.
Well, it's funny because like if you ever watch the news in the morning, like on the weather, and it's like August
I'm popping another
or
beer.
July, and the weather lady or man is like, "Oh, this is about to be the hottest day since 1932
Right.
on record." You know
You
what I
mean
mean?
since we've been recording? Yeah. That's what we're saying is like in the infinite of time.
Right? Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't
We've been
know
here
that
like
it's been hotter
yeah.
than that.
this much time compared to like the Earth.
It's
Unless you're Christian, which I am, and I believe the Earth is only 5,000 years old.
All right.
I
We're
was
getting,
going to say, like, straight up, Neil deGrasse Tyson literally said, our time on Earth is the last second of what we could measure on a calendar
Yeah.
if the Earth was measured in time.
I want to talk about this list that I want to do today. I think it'd be cool. It's another top 5. I'm thinking I would like to do our top 5 guilty pleasure songs, meaning a song that you may be a little embarrassed to admit that you really enjoy listening to.
Are we going to, like, listen to, like, little cuts of those songs? Because mine's super obscure. I doubt that you guys have ever heard the songs that I have for guilty pleasures.
yeah, he's weird, but I mean, we want to hear him though.
I don't have things queued up.
Yeah, that's all right.
I don't even know. Are we allowed to do that?
Probably.
I think it's like as long as it's like less than 10 seconds or whatever, right?
I
don't know. Yeah, we definitely shouldn't dabble because that sounds like a legal
that sounds
thing.
like a pain in the ass. Let's just talk about them.
Yeah.
What's your list?
I like Cupcake. Cupcake's got Duck Duck Goose is a good one. Deep Throat is a good one. Alaska Thunderfuck. I like Anus. And then Alcohol. I like Alcohol and I Like Money by the Millionaires. Those are like my 5 like guilty pleasure songs. Like not a lot of people know like one that music exists.
No, I didn't
Yeah,
know.
that's weird, man.
That like when I'm getting ready for a night out, that's what I'm listening to. Mouth wide open, mouth wide open.
That's
What
weird.
do you
man.
like? What do you like, Steven?
Mine are like chick songs.
Oh, yeah?
kind of like yours. Like
No, I got a couple of those too.
Yeah, like
I mean, those were chick songs. Those
Yeah.
were all about like.
I don't
yeah.
know. I feel like just weird people like those songs.
Yeah,
That one song's all about sucking dick. Chicks love that.
true. Until they get married.
Yeah, you said it.
Dude, save that.
Yeah. No, this one's kind of a classic, like my first one. Take on Me by Aha.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah, dude, I like that.
That
song.
almost hit my list.
It's a
good
classic
one.
karaoke.
Yeah. I really like Alicia Keys. This Girl Is on Fire.
There you go.
That's a good one. She's a really good singer.
Dude, she's beautiful too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then she also has another one. It's like a remix. I can't remember. Unthinkable. She's got another one with Drake, and it's like a remix. It sounds really good.
Nice.
And then I like Nicki Minaj's like her album.
Anaconda.
But no.
Oh.
I don't like Anaconda. That was kind of
Truffle butter.
no, not no, not that. I really liked her album Pink. It's a good one.
Which
Yeah.
those are just PG-13 versions of Cupcake songs. That's
Yeah,
all I'm
yes,
saying.
yeah.
Cupcake. Was,
Well, I've never even heard of Cupcake until like 2 minutes ago.
yeah.
But
Google-
I really
Google
like
it.
I like Roman's Revenge, the song that she did with Eminem.
Oh, yeah.
Rah, rah, like a dungeon dragon, like a dungeon dragon. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, dude.
Dude, that
That's
one
the
really lights a fire under my ass, dude. I'm like, yeah, Dungeon Dragon. So yeah, I'm sure there's a few other ones though. That's just like I got a lot of.
I got a lot of them.
More than 5.
Yeah, I have way more.
And
than
if
5.
you're a dude and you don't find any of those songs entertaining, it's like, dude, you're fucking lying.
yeah, you're singing it in the
You're
car.
fucking lying. As soon as I dropped Brian off from work the other day, and our little thing that we had to attend, I was like, dude, I'm turning this shit up.
Yeah, I don't really give a fuck. Like the other day, I
Yeah.
come back into the house and I'm like, man, I feel like a woman.
Yeah, Shania Twain.
That's
Dude,
a good
Shania
one.
Twain's great.
Yeah.
My little sister had like all of her music videos.
Yeah.
Like, what's the one?
Dude, I think that's like the
You know,
first Man
the-
I Feel Like a Woman was like the first music video I got a boner to.
Yeah, that was a good
When she
music
was
video.
with that double
Yeah.
neck guitar or
She was
whatever.
so hot.
Yeah,
Oh,
really.
that hat
Well, then
over
she
her
had
eye?
the one where she's like in the desert and the guys kept pulling up in a car.
Oh,
That don't impress me much.
Yeah.
So you got a car. Psh, that don't impress me much.
So I got
Who do you think you're, James Dean or something?
one of mine is I Kissed a Girl by Katy Perry.
Really?
I don't know why. I don't know why. It's just
okay.
like
I
a
know that one. I like it, dude.
that was it kind of
She's got a really
it's kind of a
good
bumping
music
tune, you know?
video. Well, what?
I would like to see her kiss a girl, but
Yeah.
I don't know if is that in the video. I don't. Do they do
Probably
music
not.
videos anymore?
Yeah, they most
Yeah, they
definitely do.
But
They just don't play them anywhere.
Yeah, you
This
gotta
is-
look them up on YouTube.
so this
MTV is just teenagers whining.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
Stupid
No music.
reality TV shows.
not even on MTV2 anymore.
No.
It was like music television, played music, then they started playing shit like The Real World. Music moved to MTV2, and now MTV2 is like Teen Mom. Like it's just all the same garbage.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's stupid.
They've done that with every channel though.
Yeah,
If you think about like what like History Channel used to actually have history on it. Now it's got like Pawn Stars.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
right.
Or like Ancient Aliens.
Yeah. But you got to go to H2 to get any kind of like actual history.
Right.
And then there was another one. A&E used to be a lot of like aviation stuff and all kinds of things like that.
Yeah.
And now they're just like basically live PD and
Yeah.
Crime shows.
yeah.
People eat that shit up.
It's
I don't know
cool.
Why?
Dude,
It gets old though. Like I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
you want to
this
watch
guy's
Live
a
PD? You want
shitbag.
to watch a car chase? That's what you're going to watch on Live PD.
Or like,
Every day,
oh,
it's car
this
chase.
guy's just a shitbag. He's some drug addict, and they arrested him.
Well, it's
Oh,
funny because they
good.
keep the names of
shocker.
the channels. So when you think like TLC, that was the learning channel.
right.
Yeah.
And now it's like
Home ec.
My Strange Addiction and like all these
Yeah.
like
My
weird
600-pound life.
Yeah, and you're like,
Yeah.
what happened? We're not actually learning anything.
No, it's stupid. I'm learning not to be fat
Yeah.
or
Do you know that song by Jamiroquai? Futures made of virtual insanity. You know that one?
No.
I don't think
That's
I
one.
do.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
okay.
that one's, yeah. You probably heard it.
I probably
Um,
have.
I got
I
But
doubt it.
I don't know of it right
I'm
now.
a big
though.
fan of Sarah Bareilles. Sarah Bareilles.
Okay.
I'm not gonna write you a love song. You know that
Okay.
song?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that one. I think she's awesome on the piano.
Yeah.
So I think she's like very underrated
Ding, ding,
in general.
ding. Yeah.
Um,
Ooh,
And,
that reminds me.
Blurred Lines.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's another
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
With Robin Thicke.
Yeah.
Was that really
Yeah.
a guilty pleasure though?
I don't
mean,
know.
That music video was
And
hot.
Take Me to Church by Hosier.
Oh, that's a good song. He's
Yeah.
a really good singer.
Yeah.
Now,
I feel
I
like
have-
these are songs you shouldn't be embarrassed
Okay,
about.
so
Yeah,
well,
those are good songs.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess you're not embarrassing. Maybe I Kissed a Girl. Maybe would be one. Now I have rock songs because I'm more of a rock guy anyway.
Mhm.
But I had like I was trying to think of like real popular songs, but like that song "Sail." That's one. That's not really rock, but I
Yeah.
just saw that on my list.
Yeah.
by Imagination Dragons.
Yeah.
I thought it was Imagine
no,
Dragons.
It is
Oh,
Imagine
okay.
Dragons.
No,
just
Sail
trolling.
wasn't. It's not Imagine Dragons. It's somebody
No,
else.
that I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's not the one that
can't
goes.
remember.
Bum, bum,
Yeah,
bum,
that's
bum,
Sail.
bum. Sail.
Sale.
Yeah, the remix of that is a really good one.
Yeah.
That's by
there's a
Imagine Dragons.
No,
it's not. It's by someone else.
AWOL Nation.
AWOL Nation. That's who
what
it is. Yeah,
It just
they're
popped in my
cool.
head.
Yeah, I mean,
I got a good. Not to interrupt you, but Beyonce Partition.
I don't know Partition.
But that's a new song.
You're
she has
what was
out.
your number 2 song?
Well, the second one I named Virtual Insanity, Jamiroquai.
No, what was the third one you named?
Love Song by Sarah Bareilles.
Yeah. Okay. So that song reminded me of when I would listen to Anna Nalik's "Breathe," and I used to cry during that song.
I used to cry. Jesus Christ.
That's deep, dude.
When it's like it's 2 a.m.
That's a
and
very-
I'm awake singing this song.
That's very deep info that Josh.
She
just gave us.
she talks about
Dude, I
how
cry.
like this dude's in the military and he's like fucking 19 years old and he's overseas and can't legally have a drink, but he also can't go home because he's fighting he's fighting for his country and giving up his life, and it's really
Sick
sad and
stuff.
depressing, and like that shit fucking hits home, dude. I'm like, oh fuck, Anna, god damn.
I like Laid by James. Do you know that song?
No.
This bed is on fire with passion and love.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I heard, the first time I heard that was from American Pie.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. And then I got some other ones. I don't even really call these guilty pleasure songs, but they're like songs that I really like that are like maybe more obscure, but like Plowed by Sponge. That's another really good one.
It is a good one. I see. I don't feel like
Banditos by the Refreshments. Do you know that song?
I don't know that one.
So just how far down do you want to go? Can we talk it out over a cup of Joe? And you could look deep into my eyes like I was a supermodel. You know that song?
No, keep going.
Just give your ID card to the border guard.
Oh,
And your alias says you're Captain Jean-Luc Picard, United Federation of Planets.
yeah. No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
It's a good song.
Keep singing.
Yeah.
It sounds like a good song, but none of these like. I mean, I guess it's to each his own on like what we do and don't want to share regularly. But like those don't sound like embarrassing songs. Did you hear the music that I played?
Yeah.
for you?
So I got one that maybe
it's
would be
bizarre.
considered a little more like less manly.
Yeah, but
it's
said,
a Maroon
like-
5 song. You know that
okay.
song, What Lovers Do? I like that one.
Yeah. I'd be embarrassed about that one.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah.
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 You got any other ones?
Beyonce's Partition. Dude,
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I came across the music video.
Smoking?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, I got plenty other
Yeah.
ones if you still got time, because like we didn't even talk about Krayshawn, because I love some
Jesus.
shit from Krayshawn.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know anything you're naming right now. There was one just popped in my head and just left.
Another guilty pleasure song?
Yeah. I thought of something just now.
Okay.
So this is another thing I'd like to go over. I know that for people that don't know,
Okay.
you and your wife are having a child.
Oh, yes, we are. Coming soon.
You picked out a name.
Yes.
Okay. Because I was reading an article, and you can feel free to use some of these if you want, but these are rare and original baby names.
Okay. Original baby names.
So
okay.
there's one that says my granddaughter's name is Rocket.
That sounds like a dick joke in a box.
Yeah. There is a girl on here, and her name is Araya Sunshine.
Her name is Araya.
Araya Sunshine.
As in Araya Sunshine.
Yeah.
How about, have you seen where the girl's name is L-A? And her name's
Ladasha.
Ladasha?
Yeah.
Where you heading?
To get those other beers.
Shit, we gotta move quick. I don't know. If I
A
have
woman
all time
named
for that.
Egypt Treasure.
Egypt Treasure.
Yeah. Yep. Egypt Treasure. Riven.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, is that a Dungeons and Dragons character? Because that's what I think it says on here. Something about. Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's a character that my husband made for Dungeons and Dragons. Okay. Vivica? Or maybe it's Vivica. Vivica is a normal name, but it's spelled weird.
Normal.
It's spelled strange. Science.
That's lame.
That's a name?
That's a name.
Did you not want another one?
That's someone's first
two.
name.
I was going to say, I don't know if I have time to do another one.
Oh, okay.
Appalachia Rain.
That's awful.
Yeah, that sucks.
Snow White.
Oh my God.
How is that original?
I don't know.
None of these are original.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
Great name.
Here's one. It's spelled XYZ. How would you pronounce that?
Wait, XYZ?
Mm-hmm.
Ziz.
Sizz.
I just pronounced it XYZ. Yo, what up, XYZ?
Princess Jewel Love.
Hey.
How about Miami Dolphin?
No way.
Yeah, dude.
That's terrible.
There was one that said that this person's
What was her name? Big Karen?
Yeah.
This person's husband had a cousin.
No. Big Meg.
Big Meg.
This person's
Big Nancy.
Big Nancy.
It was
That's
Big
right.
Nancy,
Okay.
dude.
Anyways,
we met
go
this
on.
chick.
Yeah.
Her name was Big Nancy.
This person's husband had a cousin named General, and nobody in their family had anything to do with the armed forces. They just named him General. Galaxy, and her brother's name is Cosmo.
That's kind of cute.
Adorable,
for dogs.
Or your hamster.
Yeah.
Not a
Asher
human.
Voldemort.
That's stupid.
That's
How is that
dumb.
original? She literally took it out of a book.
Yeah.
I agree.
Books and movies.
Ultraviolet.
Also a movie and a cartoon book.
Yeah.
Comic book.
Also a type of light.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Siblings named Rapunzel and Whisper.
Oh, Jesus.
Dude, you can name your kid Blanket.
Blanket. Like Michael Jackson.
Like Michael Jackson. The most loving thing you could do is share your bed with a child. Blankets.
Ignorant. They're just ignorant.
Vader. That actually sounds kind of cool.
I can get behind that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Vader
my son,
in German
Vader.
literally means father. So you would have named your son Father.
Well, in the
what I'm
South, that's
saying.
fine.
Yeah. But I'm calling him Vader.
Tequila and Chardonnay?
Okay.
Again, dogs' names.
Yeah.
Yeah. Proscovia. I don't
How
even
long
know what
is
that
this list of dumbass names?
Legend Blue.
Jesus.
Camaro.
That's stupid.
That's after a car.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
my God.
I mean, I don't have to go through the whole list, I think. That might be
Dude, you should name your
sports
kid Westside Barbell.
After the gym in
Yeah.
Columbus, Ohio.
My mom used to work at the passport office, and she literally did a passport for a guy whose legal name was Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah.
I'm not mad.
I used to work with this guy, and his legal name was Johnny Death Star Nobody.
What?
My dad worked with a guy, his legal name was John Cornbread.
John Cornbread.
Yeah, John Cornbread, yeah.
That
I was
sounds like Johnny Appleseed.
Yeah, like I was like a real little kid, and I remember him coming home. He's like, oh my God. He's like calling for my mom. I went with this guy. His name was John Cornbread. What's his legal name?
John
He was like
Cornbread.
really like just tickled by it. It was really funny.
Like he discovered gold.
yeah, he was like, his name was John Cornbread.
That's really funny.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Do you want to bring something else up? Something else you want to talk about?
No, the thing that old Joshy Poo here and I, so we went to,
Steve and I
Our
went
thing.
and hung out this past week.
yeah, and
We went out of town. We did some undergrad or investigative journalism,
yes.
as one would
But
call
we
it.
stumbled across this video, and it was the whole point of it was like going over communications, and I don't know why we thought it was so funny. So funny because we would just like talk, we would like think about it like at random points in our trip, and we would just like talk about it. We just start like
Just
laughing.
giggle.
And anyways, it's like like the whole point of it was like communications and how important it is. And it's a video of this guy, and he's like monitoring. Like,
so it starts out with these two German guys, and like they just go through shift change, right?
Yeah.
So the whole thing is in German. These two guys are going through shift change, and he's showing him the layout of everything, and he's like, yeah. Das ist radar. Das ist good. And like, so he leaves. So the guy is monitoring the radio and the radar.
like radios, radars, and shit. And he's like in front of like a wall that's like got all these buttons and stuff. But he's got like a little like microphone, and there's like. He's like, you hear, it's like the German Coast Guard, and like over the radio goes, Mayday, 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 help, our ship is sinking. Hello? And he goes, hello? This is the German Coast Guard? And they're like, yes, Mayday, Mayday, help, our ship is sinking. And he goes, what are you thinking about? So funny.
What a stupid.
All weekend was, hey Steve,
What are you
thinking
What
about?
are you thinking about? Mayday, Mayday, our ship is sinking. What are you thinking about? It's so stupid.
As dumb as that video that we were looking at with the squirrel and the guy in the car.
That was intense,
Dude, we discovered that was like an actual commercial, like an actual PSA announcement of speed. Yeah, in Ireland.
Oh,
Dude, so like, you know how like the guy like flips his car and like, the children
kills
are
all the kids.
Yeah, the children are like at a picnic and it's like squashes them. Well, it's like a PSA announcement in Ireland about speeding.
But what the fuck? The squirrel was literally driving the car.
No. But the squirrel was like added in the like goofy one.
Oh.
But the actual one, like, so the actual PSA announcement commercial was like, it shows like this guy, he's like rushing, getting ready for work. And then it shows like kids in a classroom and they're all like, hey, we're all getting on the school bus field trip. And then, but there was something different about the PSA announcement, which I absolutely loved. So it shows him like driving to work. He's zooming through traffic. The kids are like, they get off the school bus at the park and lay out their blankets and stuff. And the guy's driving. He's like, oh, no. And then he like, you know, we see him flip. It's like the kids like look over at the bushes and the car goes flips and then it runs them over. Well, like as it's running them over, it goes in the actual PSA announcement. And we were like, oh my God. In the like not even in the goofy version of it that someone put the squirrel in the beginning, like the actual PSA announcement, they added a sound effects of and I'm like, dude, I thought this was supposed to be serious.
Dude, I
horrible.
I really want to go back real hard right now at the point that Steve kept saying PSA announcement. That's what the A in PSA stands for.
Yeah, I know.
Dude.
I just reset it.
You don't have to say it twice.
I don't know. PSA. And then, you know, whatever. It was a PSA commercial.
That's like NASCAR. It's an acronym for what is it?
See,
the National Stock Car Auto Racing.
Yeah, National Association of Stock Car Auto Racing, I think.
It says stock car auto racing. It says car twice in the fucking acronym.
yeah, it's true. That's true. Dude, hey, NASCAR doesn't have to.
It's the American Dodgeball Association of America.
Right.
Yeah. The ADAA. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right. So I think we want to call this a day.
Yeah, I think so. I think this was a good one.
Yeah,
I think we keep getting better, dude.
I think so.
I hope you guys think so too. Whoever's listening.
I want to let anybody know who's listening. I think what we're going to do here is if you could give us a rating and a review on Apple Podcasts and then reach us at societyofscoundrels@gmail.com. We will pick a random person and we'll send them one of these nifty little bottle openers that we've got.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
And a coaster.
And also, you guys can reach us on Facebook at the Society of Scoundrels.
Yep. And Instagram, Society of Scoundrels
Instagram.
Pod.
Yep. Society of Scoundrels Pod. societyofscoundrels.com. That's our official website.
Yes.
You can listen to any of the shows, any of the episodes.
Yep.
It also links to our Facebook and our Instagram. We'll talk to you later.
Get at us.
Okay, love you.